That's all I have to say. Damn it. This should have been a lot better than it is. I was super excited. I was super hyped to find out there's an animated movie trilogy of Godzilla. That's like right up my alley. That sounds like a great time. But this was not great. In fact, it wasn't even good. It was mid. Very, very mid. So, once again, we have Godzilla movies being inferior to the Kong movies. Damn it. Let's just talk about it and discuss it and get it over with and hope and pray the sequel is better. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Animation Station. This is for anything and everything animation, as well as TV and movies almost every single day. Let's talk about Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. One of the most disappointing watches I've had in a while. Not the most disappointing, but pretty big disappointing. I don't even have a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, I have a written review here, and the written review is decently lengthy, but there's not honestly a whole lot to say about it. So let's just dive into my written review. I hope you enjoy. Man, what a disappointment. I got really excited when I discovered that Godzilla had an animated anime movie trilogy and was really looking forward to watching these. But after watching just this first installment, I was just left baffled and extremely bored. It's not bad per se, but damn it, it should be far better. The concept is cool, the action is solid, the scenes with Godzilla are cool in animation, like when he uses his atomic breath, for example. It looks really cool in animation. The voice acting, despite being in Japanese, unfortunately, where I was watching it didn't have the English dub available, is still quite good. The runtime is brisk, it's not pushing 2 hours. And the big cliffhanger leading into the second installment, City on the Edge of Battle, that we're going to talk about next time, was actually pretty badass. I loved the cliffhanger. It really ramped up the tension right at the very end. And I really enjoyed that ending. And the twist that I was in there, I did not see coming, so I will give it some props for that. So yeah, the ending of this movie's badass, is what I'm saying. It's the best part of the movie. The best part of the movie is the ending. But the story is sleep-inducing and completely massacres any potential that its concept had. The characters are very generic and boring. The pacing is agonizingly slow. The 3D animation is really bad. Like, people like to crap on DBS Superhero for its 3D animation. First of all, fuck you, 3D animation in DBS Superhero looks fucking amazing. This, it felt unfinished, it felt choppy, it felt half-assed, and Godzilla himself looks like shit. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Godzilla in this movie looks like shit in this animation. Huge freaking bummer. Godzilla is barely in it at all. Yeah, like, how would you like to watch a Godzilla movie where Godzilla doesn't show up until the second half of the damn thing? Does that sound like fun to you? That sounds dumb if you ask me. And it was dumb. Extraordinarily dumb. And rewatchability is pretty much entirely non-existent. Unless you're watching all three of these back to back and you want to have the complete story fresh in your mind. Like I'm gonna have to do, because I did find somewhere that does have the English dub of this, but I'm not watching it until after this review. So I'll comment on it during my City on the Edge of Battle review. But to put it simply, this was a massive letdown. And it should have been far better than just a dead average snoozer. And if you make your Godzilla movie boring, you have already evidently and completely failed at whatever you set out to do. And from the comments I've gotten on this written review, it appears that many of the even most die-hard Godzilla fans find this movie mid. And I can see why, because this movie is mid. It's mid, it's average, it's boring, and it's a huge disappointment. I mean, an animated Godzilla movie, how fucking cool does that sound? But here, it doesn't work. It has its moments, but it just doesn't work. And because of that, it comes out to a dead average 5 out of 10 for the final verdict. It's not good, it's not bad, but it has literally no rewatch value at all. One and done out of pure curiosity. Otherwise, you can go ahead and skip it. It may not be bad, but it's so relentlessly boring that it ultimately doesn't even matter. And this was still made by Toho, believe it or not. This was made by Toho's animation division. How they fucked this up is beyond me, but it may not be the worst Godzilla movie I've seen. It's better than Godzilla 98, and it's not the worst Godzilla movie. We'll get to that one later, trust me. But, man, just what a letdown. I was expecting a lot more out of an animated Godzilla movie, and I just didn't get that here. It has some cool ideas, it has some great moments, the ending is badass, but outside of that, it's just a generic anime movie with Godzilla plastered on just for marquee value. What a damn shame. Hopefully, the 2 movies that follow up on this one are better. So, I'll see you next time, where we take a look at the hopefully much better sequel, City on the Edge of Battle. Please be better.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come to go. Prepare, fight, we're ready for.